The Rock That Rolled Against Gravity, 2016, Cape Town, South Africa. They say the world always follows its rules, that gravity never takes a day off. But on a warm April morning in 2016, in the quiet outskirts of Cape Town, South Africa, something happened that broke one of nature's oldest laws. A single stone, ordinary, unremarkable, barely the size of a clenched fist, began to roll uphill. It started with a hiker named Rowan, who was out early to beat the heat. He stopped to tie his boot at the base of a dusty slope. As he tightened the laces, a soft scraping sound broke the silence. At first, he thought it was just loose gravel tumbling down the hill. But then the sound came again, only this time it came from above him. He looked up, puzzled, and that's when he saw it. The stone, sun-warmed, chalk gray, and sitting on a patch of dry earth shifted, just a twitch, then another. Then, impossibly, it rolled upward, not fast, not dramatic, but steady, purposeful, as if pulled by an invisible string. Rowan froze. The wind wasn't strong. The slope wasn't an illusion. He knew this hill. He had climbed it dozens of times. It should have been impossible. He grabbed his phone and recorded as the stone crept higher inch by inch. Even when he placed his hand over the soil to feel for vibrations, nothing. No tremors, no machinery underground. Just silence. And the rock defying the one force that governed everything. By afternoon, researchers arrived. They measured the grade of the hill. They scanned for magnetic anomalies. They tested the soil temperature, the moisture, even subtle air currents from the incoming warm front that had rolled over Cape Town that morning. But the strangest part? It didn't happen again. They placed the same stone at the same spot. Nothing. They tried identical stones. Nothing. The hill became just a hill again. Ordinary, undisturbed, disobedience erased. Some researchers believe it was an ultra-localized heat differential, warm air rising in a rare, concentrated updraft strong enough to nudge the stone uphill. Others argue it was a microvibration caused by the shifting pressure of the warm front. But to Rowan, and to those who watched the footage, it felt like the world had glitched for a moment. Like nature had revealed a tiny seam in its perfect design. And maybe that's why the story still lingers. Because once in a while, something small, a stone, a ripple, a whisper of wind, reminds us that the universe still has mysteries tucked between the cracks, that even the oldest rules can bend, if only for a heartbeat. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.